Good morning, everyone. Today is day 5 of our Family Wellness Week, our last day. I have my assistant with me again. It's Friday morning. This is probably the last time you'll see me live for a little bit because we are going into the holidays and we'll be traveling. But I still might pop on here and there, especially maybe to do a little traveling wellness Facebook Live. But you will miss seeing my face, but here I am to talk about sleep. Now, very, very controversial subject when it comes to children. Do you let them cry it out? Do you cuddle them too much? Do you let them set their own bedtime? There's so many different theories around different ways that sleep can, I'm just going to set up my little assistant here. Say hello. Hello. Are you going to color? Yeah, there you go.
Not this.
No, that one's Ben's. We don't color on Ben's. We make one for you. Okay. Hashtag real life. So we value sleep a lot in this house. Tim has always been not a great sleeper his entire life. So we do what we can to really promote positive, healthy, great sleep. And so when we started changing a few different things, that's when we really saw a little bit of a shift in our sleeping. So the first thing, especially that we did in regards to the kids, was we have a regular routine. And I've had some people be shocked that my kids go to bed somewhere between 7 and 7:30 every single night, as much as we possibly can. Sorry. No, that's how our family routine works. So there are things that we have said no to. There are things that we have cut short. There are things that we have chosen to maybe attend at a different time because we value not only our kids' sleep, but our time in the evening when the kids have gone to bed. We can count on that time. So my biggest tip for sleep, especially with your kids, is pick a routine and stick to it. Whatever that routine is for you, if your child goes to bed at 10 o'clock at night and wakes up at 9 o'clock in the morning, that's you. That's totally you. But you need to pick that routine and you need to stick to it. It's not like tonight it's 7 o'clock, tomorrow it's 9, and then it's 8, and then it's 10, and then it's stick to the routine. Children thrive on routine. My classroom was successful. My classroom was calm. My classroom was organized because I was diligent with our routines. I did not sway from those routines because that's where success comes from. When you can plan it, when the kids can predict it. So in addition to our bedtime routine being at the same time, we often have a bath almost every single night or a shower with the kids, and we use calming lavender scented shampoos and soaps and stuff like that. A lot of them, there's the amazing Kids doTERRA line that we use, which is really great. And when the kids come out of the bath, they get the same lotion on their body. So again, we're setting them up for success. Both the kids have a diffuser in their room. We also have one in ours. And so we are choosing oils that are going to complement our sleep. So the kids get Serenity, which is the restful blend. And if they're feeling a little stuffy or sick, then sometimes I will switch it up with On Guard or Breathe or Easy Air. And then Tim and I often diffuse Arbor Vitae in our room. He's not a huge lavender fan, but Arbor Vitae is really, really grounding. It's a tree oil from BC. So now that we're down here in Colorado, it's kind of a really nice, memorable scent. We talked about memories and emotions yesterday. So that's a really great choice for us. Play around with your nighttime scents, what works for you guys. It may not be lavender based. It may not be tree based. It may be something completely different. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, pick something that works. And then again, be consistent with it. You want a vitamin? Okay, well, can I get you one when I'm done? Yeah. So that's really my biggest tip, is all about routine. And then when it comes to you and your partner trying to get better sleep.
On my day.
Yeah, you draw some more pictures. Can you draw some more? Same thing, routine, even though we're adults, is still really important. So, we talk a lot about leaving phones out of the bedroom. We don't do that. We don't have a home phone. We live away from our family. So if there were an emergency, I need to have my phone beside me. But I do put it on do not disturb. So I'm not getting any notifications coming through. It's only my alarm and phone calls that would come through. I'm not getting texts or anything like that. I'm also a very, very big proponent of reading before bed. It could be 2 minutes, it could be 10 minutes. Tim's got me into this habit, and I can't go to bed without reading. And some nights I read half a page and the book is falling on my face, and sometimes I read 25 pages. But allowing our brains to shut off from what's happening in our lives and kind of dive into a book, and trying to read a nonfiction. A fiction book before bed is just going to kind of get you going a little bit more. It's going to get you thinking. It's going to get you, you did a wonderful job. Good job. It's going to get you amped up, because that's what a nonfiction book should be doing, right? It should be teaching you something. You should be learning something from it. So a fiction book before bedtime is a great option, because it takes you into a different space, a different world. And then finally, the other thing that we try to do a lot before we go to bed is limit of what we're eating before bed. So I try to stick to water. It doesn't always work. Mommy. Sure, I'll have a glass of wine in the evening or something like that, but I'm trying to not. Did you? Yeah, our elf on the shelf is named Robot. I try to stick to something that is not going to take me up. So trying to avoid chocolate in the evening, those kind of things. You've heard these things before, but I think really it's about you choosing to create that routine in yourself. We chose to put the kids on a regular routine, and it didn't come from trying to promote great sleep for them or great sleep for us. It actually came from trying to find couple time in the evening. So when the kids go to bed by 7:30, that usually means I've got a monkey on my leg. That usually means that Tim and I can get somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours of time just for us in the evening. And maybe that's time we have together. Maybe that's time that we have doing our own things apart, whatever that might be, but it's time independent of the children. And as a result, their sleep schedule has become great. I mean, most nights, both of them are sleeping close to 12 hours and not waking up in the middle of the night. And again, we've set that routine. So there are a million different resources for sleep out there, but ultimately what you need to do is find the routine that works for you and stick to it if you can. I know that's hard going into the holidays. I'm going to my parents' house for 10 days, and I'm sure the children's sleep schedule is going to be bonkers, but I will try my hardest to at least set some of the similar things. We travel with our diffusers. We bring the white noise. I bring the kid Olivia's crib sheet and her sleep sack and their stuffies and their blankets. So we try to create the same environment, but in a different location, so we can stick to that routine. I will link up a couple of resources about essential oils and sleep in the comments. But again, as always, I love answering questions. I love looking up information for you if you have any questions about this topic. I know sleep can be a very sensitive subject, but like I said, you need to do what works for your family and then stick to it. All right, we hope you have a lovely day.
Bye.
You say bye. Bye.